somebody's typing. Would you mute real quick? Thank you. Um, Hello there. This is Halgia D&D. Uh, I am the Dungeon Master, RJ, and let's introduce our characters briefly before we get jumping in here. Whoever would like to jump in first, go for it. Aggressive
I'm
moves
Louis.
only.
And I'm playing Ryan, a human fighter.
All right. Hi, I am Adam. I am playing Faye, a totally normal half-elf warlock.
I am Jackie. I'm playing Micaiah, an ASMR warlock.
I am Kira. I'm playing a Tabaxi rogue.
And I am Micah. I'm playing Quinn, who is an Eladrin rogue.
Alrighty. So, last week was our session 0, sort of session 1. Your characters, all through different ways of transit, met each other at different points in time and found yourselves in the city of R'lyeh. A little background that the nation of Halgia sits, as the rest of the world does, under 8 brilliant stars that illuminate the light sky. And just a few days ago, one of those stars has gone dark. Through meeting each other, Quinn, you traveled from the island of Stormbreak, finding your way to a seafaring captain who was ready to provide a job for you, sort of as a helping hand on his ship, a ship on which Faye, you were boarding in order to basically GTFO from your hometown.
Yep.
And you made your way to the city of R'lyeh, but not before meeting Hush. Hush, you came from Windermere, a city torn by clan war, gang war, and an old professor of yours told you that since you've dropped out of school and you don't have the backing of the school anymore, it's time for you to leave. And also gave you a tip on maybe a way you could accomplish a goal that you've set out to a long time ago. As you all entered the city of R'lyeh, you found yourselves in a very vast and sprawling city with tremendous technology, even a cab system that people use to get rides from one place to another in the city. And we found ourselves with Ryan and Mickey, who had met in the Common Steps, the central location, which you can see as the circle on the map, and decided to go for a little stroll after grabbing some snacks. This is 3 days from the Celestium celebration, the day when a moon only once rises above the city of R'lyeh briefly, and can only be seen from this city itself. You guys notice that there's some strange things about the celebration this year, especially given the recent events with the star which has seemed to vanish into the night sky. You started making some observations, and eventually your conversation took you to the interior of Zyron Arena, and you found yourselves sitting there having conversation, not before seeing a strange ashen white skinned tiefling looking down at you. You waved and dismissed her gaze. That same ashen tiefling approached you, Faye, as the three of you sat there and you uttered a prayer in a place where religious worship is not tolerated in public, and she warned you to keep silent, and also offered you a meeting and a task at her flat some distance from here in R'lyeh. The same tiefling entered the arena and had a brief conversation with the two of you, calling you both strange. And Ryan, you insisted that you were not strange and that you were a perfectly normal-looking human man. Eventually, you all gathered your things and took care of a couple of points of order, including buying a couple of maps and changing your clothes, since blacksmithing is not the most presentable way to traverse about the city. You found yourself in a flat, facing with this tiefling, who has essentially mysteriously told you that everyone else seems to be panicking, and she has intentions to try to figure out why this star is gone. She's offering you adventure and mystery, being all weird about it. And eventually she says to you, "So, I am hoping that you are able to take me up on my offer. There is a specific task I have in mind. Are you interested?"
I think I'd like to hear what this task is first, before we cement any deals here.
Oh, certainly. As I said, the star Victoria has gone dark. People are panicking. But there is very little effort to be looking into why, what's happening. I intend to do some research and find out. My intention, as I must be honest with you, is to evoke a little bit of necromancy. As I practice in the arts, I am somewhat well studied. I would like to contact the spirit of a long-dead sage. See what history has to tell us. For this, there is something that I need, and I fear I do not have the time, nor the fortitude on my own to go and find this thing myself.
I'd like to do an insight check.
Sure. What are you checking for specifically?
Is she contacting a sage? I want to check that section was truthful.
Sure thing.
I rolled an 8, so...
She speaks in a way that you're not used to, purposefully vague, and you're not able to really get a beat on what she's trying to say, or if her intentions are true or not. I do have gifts to offer. I don't know if you dabble in magical enchantment, but I have an idea for how to pay you.
That's what have you got for us?
Well, I have quite a stockpile of some basic enchanting components. I would venture to let you each take a gift of 4 pouches of your choice and 20 gold pieces a person.
Well,
Why did you contact us specifically? I have to know.
Oh, that is an easy answer. You stick out like sore thumbs. And generally, in my experience, when people stick out like sore thumbs, those are the most capable of folk. At least in their own avenue of expertise. I could easily find somebody else to do this for me. I thought you all to be very interesting, though.
And I mean, I think that's the crux of it. these things are out there. This magic is out there. It's like a body underwater. It's eventually going to get dug up. Might as well be by us. We'll get something out of it.
What do you actually want us to do?
How do you dig in water exactly?
With a shovel, obviously.
Oh,
Well, you see, if a body is submerged for long enough, as I think Faye is trying to say, it bloats and then floats to the surface. It is quite grim, unless you are used to such things. So,
You got any books?
what'd you say?
In her flat, are there any books or shelves?
Make a perception check.
Nine.
9. The best you can see in front of you, as you're looking around, this flat does have, 8 spaces. With a 9, I will say you see a book every now and then, but it looks like since these are rentable spaces, there's not like provided bookshelves. You do see on the table in front of you, there are a couple of documents. There is a glass jar with what looks like a set of false teeth inside. The flat next to her looks a little bit scattered and empty. Like some of the equipment, the torch light is kind of pushed off to the side, and it looks like nobody's using it, but somebody did. There are 2 people that are also working in this flat that and they're the only other 2 here out of the 8 spaces. There is what looks to be a musician, a bard who is playing a harp, and there is somebody with some beakers and flasks that are kind of like pouring ingredients together. That person, the bard is a human, the alchemist is a gnome. That's all you see.
So, Rista, I'll be frank. I'm not really all that familiar with all the things that go on here in R'lyeh. And you're saying that everyone's really tense about the star going missing. But why isn't anyone doing anything about it? How come you're the only one who's doing something, if this is the only way to do it?
Fear would be my guess, but yours is as good as mine. I don't know. We do have a government. Maybe they have a secret plan, but no action has been taken. It has been 8 days. The R'lyeh Insight is moving slowly. I intend to move faster.
You still haven't told us what you actually want us to do.
Or who the sage is.
Oh, I'm sorry, but some of this requires a bit of discretion, and the sage I can tell you about. Maybe if I can trust you a little more.
You approach.
So,
Wait a minute, Rista, come on now. You're
Always
going to
had to
hire a
make it
couple
promise.
of complete strangers for a job, and you're not going to give us full information because you don't trust us. I see that your priorities are not in check yet for you to be asking complete strangers for favors.
that is fair to say. This is why my favor is for payment, not information. It can be about information, if we can develop a bit more of a relationship.
What if I pinky promise not to tell anyone?
Okay, Hush and Mickey, please roll separate persuasion checks.
Natural 20!
Oh my
Yeah.
Pinky promise never fails.
First roll with the new die!
15.
That's the
Can't
first
break a
natural
pinky
20 is
promise.
a pinky promise.
It tracks.
And what was your check, Kira?
15.
15 and a natural 20. What's the total for the natural 20?
24.
Wow.
Jesus.
Okay. Fine. She sticks out her pinky and wraps it around yours. Since we have a pinky promise, I assume you will not go to somebody and share what is being done. None of you will. Otherwise, I will be very, very upset and disappointed. All I intend to do is treat you with respect. The sage that I am meaning to contact is an elf from 8 generations ago. Her name is Eltheria Mistletoe. Quinn, you would recognize this as an Eladrin name.
And what are you hoping to get from this sage exactly?
I have read up on a lot of people of old, and her specialty seems to have been in divination. So I'm hoping that through magic of divination, she can uncover some predictions, pieces of history that might allude to what is going on, what we can expect for the future. Things of such a nature.
And you don't know of any people of this generation who might have similar abilities?
Many people of this generation, even those in power, are self-interested, and I don't really see the world that way. I am here for all of us.
So will
And
you be sharing?
Can't say the same of those in power.
So you'll be
That was the
sharing your
first thing.
predictions with the world then?
Possibly, depending on what we find, what must be done, and how far we can take it.
Of all the things that you said today, Rista, that last bit made the most sense. I'm in full agreement with her. I find it very, very hard to believe that anyone who happens to be in power wouldn't use that information to whatever game they might have up their sleeves. So, I think that if we're going to continue working with each other, we should be doing so with the greatest discretion. Are you sure this flat is particularly safe to be talking about this? I mean, you have that guy over there and this one over here.
Rip.
Oh, yes. These are friends. We've rented this flat in the same space for a long time. I told them I would be bringing you here, and I would be bringing someone here. They already know what I intend. They are prepared, actually, to assist in the future if their expertise would lend that. But for now, they are safe. Safe ears to hear.
So, still, what would we be doing? What
Yes,
do you
we
need
get
from us?
distracted very often here. I like it. There's a lot of questions. I need not one, but 2 flowers. Both of the same kind. One, I know where to find it. You see this desk to my left? This used to belong to a colleague of mine, another friend. Dr. Christopher Scotland. Yet, last night, he took a flower from me, one that I already had, for this task specifically. and fled. I have been able to track him, but the task is somewhat dangerous. And I think it would be better suited for a group of people who have arms at their belt and skills in things that are more martially focused.
And it gives you plausible deniability.
Sure.
I think she's wanting that to begin with by sending us to do the things.
For Scotland, he was a colleague of yours.
Dr. Scotland was a colleague, and we worked on things together. My flower that I bled and sweat to find. He took it and fled.
Not
Do you
to
have
be
any
that
idea
cat.
as to why he would do that?
As I alluded to before, many people with powers are self-interested.
So it makes you think that that bard and that gnome aren't.
They have not stolen a flower from me yet.
Yet.
You see the bard, and the gnome kind of looks up every once in a while, like looking a little worried as you're going through this conversation. The bard just gently playing away at her harp, looking distant.
Do I recognize the song?
Roll a history check.
History 17.
17. You and Ryan have had your walkabouts through this city, been to many places in the city, and shared many experiences and seen many live musical performances in the common steps, especially where bards just kind of play openly. This song doesn't even sound like the typical scale that would be used, like the typical tonalities that will be used in R'lyeh. It actually sounds like some other culture's music.
Mickey is just focusing on the harpist, and her fingers are kind of twitching a little bit, trying to keep track of everything.
Rista, if we're going to continue doing business with you, I need you to do a little bit more work with making yourself more secretive. It would be a major pain to go out of our way to serve a complete stranger, only to have either of them or someone else take that flower from you again.
And so what would we have you do then? What would you have me have them do?
Not be here if you're going to be discussing things that's this sensitive.
Since we have already discussed sensitive things, would you like me to send them away now?
Yes, and to do so in the future if you're ever going to have us over or discuss these things with anyone else, should you do so in the future. But I'm not going to spend my time working for someone else when they are not doing their due diligence to keep themselves secret. This is going to be a team effort here, okay?
Sure. And she kind of looks back, and the gnome who's been listening, like, boom, stoppers a bottle, takes his liquid, shakes it around, walks by. I can only leave for about 20 minutes. After that, I have to continue, Rista. Elixir's not going to make itself. And walks out the door. The bard gets up very elegantly, walks over and looks at all of you. You can see now that you see her eyes. Her eyes don't have... She looks human. She's not human. Her eyes don't have pupils or irises. They are completely glassed over light blue. And as she walks by, she leans over and says, I understand if you need this time. If you'd like to see a performance, come to the Brass Tracks later. Be happy to play you a song. And kind of shifts her head slowly and walks out, not taking her harp with her because it's heavy and cumbersome.
Hush, I was listening to that.
You can go listen to her at the Brass Tracks. She just said that. Hey, I don't mean to be that cat, but we're on business right now, I guess. It was kind of a spur-of-the-moment situation. We can do one thing at a time.
Mickey just pouts.
Where did Scotland go?
You two, you are from the city, yes?
Oh, yeah.
I can see you knew your way around a little bit. You had your talking and seemed to know of the Celestium. Are you familiar with the Great Flats in the Labourers Ward?
Been there a couple of times.
You probably, as you walk around and do your little tours with your sketches, you've probably actually sketched it before. One of you probably has. There is a somewhat secret but abandoned old asylum there. It was meant for workers who abandoned their jobs. There are especially jobs of construction and cab drivers who absconded from their duties to be reacquainted through magical means.
Re-education camps.
Yes. As I said, not everything in Relay is pretty. And some are self-interested, especially those who mean for development and further progress in the name of gold. Since this is abandoned, I have tracked him to possibly be there. Tracked through magical means. Certain spell you might know as Locate Person. If you go there, just know there are stories about what happened and why it's shut down. You may be encountering some sort of danger, but I would not send you into a place where that danger would be too great for 5 people to overcome.
So you tracked him to there, a building potentially full of danger. How do you think he's faring in there?
Well, it would be sad if he was dead. I don't believe he deserves to be dead. He did steal from me, but in fairness, I don't think that warrants a mortal end.
Want us to kill
In fact,
you just want the flowers back.
I just want my flower back.
Now, to be clear, you said before you needed 2 of these. He stole one of them from you. Why is it that we're not just going to gather 2 new flowers for you?
There is a complication with that. I will explain further when it gets to that point. I think maybe we start here and you can receive your payment. If you're interested enough, you can decide if you want to continue working with me. If not, I can find somebody else. But it would be disappointing. You are all very interesting.
Thank you.
So, you know where he is. Why haven't you gone and stopped him yourself?
As I said previously, I have neither the time nor the martial fortitude to encounter such a danger myself. I have research to do. I am doing my part. I am hoping that somebody else will take it upon their graces to do theirs.
I
And
have
do
a
so for
question.
payment.
Miss Rista, I have a question. May I ask?
You may.
What does this man look
You're
like
so
exactly?
polite.
Oh, thank you.
He is a human
Take out my sketch.
he is a human man, green eyes, light brown skin, dark brown bushy hair, has a pair of older spectacles, wears a sash over one side. He's kind of a nerd.
Nerd. Okay.
He has pants pulled up, like usually wears like dark brown or black pants pulled up like almost to his belly, and wears humble tunics. Pretty standard looking fella.
Okay. So she takes a minute and like sketches for a second.
Hush is gonna peer over her shoulder curiously.
Okay. Roll. Are you using a specific set of supplies to do this, like painter supplies or something?
Yes.
Okay. Roll a check with your painter supplies. Add your proficiency bonus and dexterity, please.
11.
11?
Yep.
Hush, roll for perception, please.
$11.
11. You get, I mean, it's pretty easy to look over the shoulder. You get a pretty clear view of what's been drawn. And it looks like kind of an exaggerated like caricature of this figure. Like the bushy hair goes like way back, like Marge Simpson style. Otherwise, it's pretty good, if not exaggerated by a bit.
Still need to work on those facial features, Mickey.
He looks like the type of guy I would take lunch money from.
Well, we're going to be taking a flower. Isn't that close enough? But we don't have to take it. We could just ask for it, I'm assuming.
Nah, I'm here to
Are
take
you wanting
it.
us to bring the flower back for you, or us to bring him back for you?
If you could bring him back and the flower, that would be ideal, as I would very much like to have a conversation with him.
Say less.
If it's just the flower, that would be fine. If it's just the flower and he's dead, and he dies by your hand, I will say I will not be very pleased, but please only do not remove his life unless he intends to cause mortal damage to yours.
I mean, we're not there
We'll
to kill
do what we
anyone.
can.
I don't want to kill anyone.
It's
Neither
not what
do
we're being
I.
paid to do, so I don't see why we should be.
Exactly. So, do we have a deal?
We do, Rista. I'm very interested.
Excellent. Now, allow me to describe such a flower, so that you're not confused if you find several.
Get my
This
sketchbook
is
out.
a chrysanthemum. Do you know what a chrysanthemum looks like?
Not really.
Okay. Does any of you know what a chrysanthemum looks like?
I think I have a fairly good idea.
I actually do know what chrysanthemum looks like.
I
I was gonna say,
Yes.
if you guys want to roll nature,
It's
Go ahead,
kind of a fluffy flower.
you would know what a chrysanthemum looks like.
Yeah.
Especially the three of you who came from other places where there are more flowers. In fact, Quinn, the garden that you passed by outside the cemetery would have had a bed of chrysanthemums. So this chrysanthemum is yellow in color. It may have a bit of a dark green and black smoky aura to it.
Ooh.
It's very magical. And if you get close to it, you may notice the smell. Smells a bit musty. If you've ever been underground, it smells a little bit like underground. In fact, surprisingly enough, and beyond the laws of nature, I found it underground. This is why I call it a deep chrysanthemum.
So are you looking for it to be like transplanted? Do we need to bring it in a pot planted, or if we just grab it, is that good enough?
You just grab it, it will keep itself alive. It sustains itself on magical energy.
Magic flower?
It's a magic flower, yes. Please, do not steal it. I'll have to send another group of adventurers out after you, and just... Wow, they'll have so many questions.
I wouldn't steal from you.
I
Well,
mean,
thank
you did make a pinky promise with her.
Mm-hmm.
You did, and now that cannot be broken.
No, never.
Mickey has never broken a pinky promise. I can attest to this.
I am truly inspired to hear that.
Whatever I can do.
No one else has any more questions? I am keen to leave and get this done.
What do you think went wrong in the asylum?
Many of the insubordinate workers that needed to be reassimilated were that of Betagi nature. These people are usually very good at doing work and listening to direction. But if they had become insubordinate and wanted to fight for their freedom, I would say that maybe a raging Batagi overpowered the staff. Though I don't know. Of course,
Okay. Well,
Do you all know or are familiar with what a Batagi is?
I'll have seen them around Riley.
Yes.
Won't I?
They're like smaller giants. They are large in size. They stand between 9 and 12 feet tall. They look humanoid, but they have a very built stature, and they have baby-like cheeks, like young human-like features. They are big and very strong.
Well, let's hope it's only the one of them. I don't hold out hope for that one, though.
I mean, let's hope it's none of them.
Just gonna go
Dark,
find out.
abandoned asylum. Just one of them. Maybe none of them. No, something doesn't strike me as that being the idea that we're going into.
And let me add an addendum. I don't want you all to die trying to retrieve this flower. If it can't be done, and you're in mortal danger, get yourselves out of there.
Oh,
Don't-
trust me, there's no worry of me throwing my life away for this flower.
You know, don't you worry.
Very glad to hear it. So, if you are ready to go, then I am glad to do business with you. I will continue my research and just make sure that my plan is in order, and good luck to all of you.
Hopefully we won't need it.
We will see you later.
Very well. Oh, also, before you go, as you're all standing up to leave, she takes a pair of manacles and
Mhm.
places them on the table. Don't tell anybody you have these. Put them away. Don't show anyone. But if the problem becomes too big, and you feel that it is impossible to bring Dr. Scotland here by his own will, arrest him with these manacles. They will paralyze his hands. He will not be able to perform magic.
He's a magic user. Of course.
This is
Good
a
detail
handy
to
little
know.
trinket. That's very cool. So who's gonna hold on to this one? I'm not opposed to taking it.
I think it looks like Faye has already grabbed it.
Oh yes, Faye has grabbed them.
Oh, okay. I saw your hand reach out.
Yes.
No,
Did-
the hand reaching out was just the summoning of a black tentacle.
Not yet.
Okay, it's all yours. Ryan, should things get hairy, try and help her out. See if you can help make sure that he's wriggle free.
Well, I'm the strongest one here, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Not true. I'm way stronger.
Arm wrestle. Now. There's a table there. Let's go.
No, later.
No,
I
now.
don't need to beat you in public again.
When was the last time you beat me in public?
Like an hour ago.
Everyone else make an insight check.
That was a journey. Okay.
Yeah, that's a 6 for Faye. I'm too distracted looking at these amazing manacles.
21.
15.
15. And 21. Quinn, you're pretty well, is it true or is it not true? We'll ask that.
100% not true.
Yeah. I mean, just
Yeah.
look at us.
And you catch on to that. Like looking at Ryan's size and looking at Mickey's size, there's no way.
She just kind of raises an eyebrow and keeps watching the conversation.
I mean, look, you know, we can do it now.
Nope.
You want to make it 3 in a row? Go on, be my guest.
Nope. I'm not here.
Ryan just walks out slightly disappointed.
All right. So you guys go back out onto the streets of R'lyeh. As you can see on your map and with your legend, Kira, you have the legend to the R'lyeh map, yes? This is Tenevin's teacup, and the flat beneath is Rista's flat. Can you guys see what I'm pointing at?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. L2 over here are the Great Flats.
Okay.
You guys can walk there on foot or take a cab. Or if you have some other idea of means of travel, that can be done too. Or you can explore R'lyeh if you wish to.
What time is it? It's late,
I was
isn't
gonna
it, at
say,
this point?
It's evening at something by this point, right?
It's getting on dusk.
I feel we should go there now. There's no need to wait.
I'm in agreement.
Kira, if you're trying to talk on the stream, your mic is muted.
Thanks. Oh. Miki, Ryan, you all live here. What's like the least conspicuous way of getting to where we need to go? Because I don't mind. I don't mind walking.
Walking isn't that bad. It won't take us too long.
Oh,
The cab also is fairly... Everyone takes the cabs, so...
We can like duck behind alleys and go behind buildings and stuff. How cool would that be?
Should be pretty cool.
She doesn't get out much.
Too much
That's not true.
on your day to day.
Could I actually use my background for Urchin, City Streets, being able to find passages through the urban sprawl that others would miss to be able to get to the asylum faster.
Okay. The party good with that?
Oh yeah,
Follower.
yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
Go ahead and roll for investigation with advantage.
Ooh, I should be good at that. Oh no.
Great rolls.
Oh, a 7. It
Did you roll
appears
with
that
advantage?
I did. I rolled a 3 and a 4.
Oh. Ouch.
So it appears that Riley is a little complicated. I've never been here before, so forgive me for not being well acquainted.
You do lead them behind some alleys, like around some of the wizard's towers, and take a wrong turn at one point and end up right back in front of Tenovin's teacup. As you
Why don't-
tried to discover passageways in a city that you're not familiar with. I'm so sorry.
It's
Why-
okay.
why-
Hush is
why
going to
don't
like jab at Ryan's shoulder and say, "Hey, your turn. You do it now."
Let's just walk there. Nice and easy. It's fine. The streets are weird. We can just go. We can be just a group of friends walking back.
Best
Not
friends.
hard. I'm down for that.
Seems to be an awful lot of that going around lately.
Yeah.
Okay, so instead of taking the alleys and passageways, you guys just walk down the street, passing
Like normal
many
people.
passing many more of the wizard's towers, different flats. There's just, to some of you who are not from Rylai, like there is a bit of like a disorienting vibe to the way that this is laid out. Like enormous tower, very small flat, enormous tower, very small flat, and it just, the architecture just seems binary, like either really, really tall or very, very small. There's not much in between. You do make your way through the invention ward. Don't do it. You do make your way through the invention ward and eventually get to the end of the street and see the gate that is open basically all the time. That leads to the laborer's ward. Behind the gate, to those who are not familiar with Rylai, you would see smaller shack-type buildings, some modest homes, but many more impoverished ones surrounding. You do see several Beitagi kind of walking along, grunting, like throwing large tools over their shoulders and walking back to these enormous, like shack-looking huts that that are speckled throughout the laborer's ward. Walking past them and passing some of these larger creatures, which you would probably all be familiar with who they are. You finally arrive at the Great Flats, which is just a interconnected system of a bunch of small buildings, essentially very poor living spaces. And at the very, very end, there is one granite formed into bricks to form the walls for this building and a brass archway. And the building is more conspicuous than the rest. It does look old, worn out, and there is a signpost in the front that reads Old Rylai Asylum.
This must be the place.
All right, all of you can roll a perception check for me, please.
Oh, well, that's a natural 20.
A solid.
Ooh, good job. 18?
23.
That's a 13 for me.
14.
18.
A solid 10.
Okay, group check over 10. Quinn, kind of looking, and Hush, you would probably notice this too. You both see that even though the asylum is abandoned, there does seem to be flickering candlelight in the front windows of this place. And there's a bit of smoke coming out of a chimney. It looks like it's being used. And Quinn, you would also notice that even though there's, as you kind of like stride back and forth, like looking in the windows, even though there's flickering light, there doesn't seem to be people. Like you don't see any figures within the windows.
Well, someone's been here recently, at the very least. Not sure if they're here now, but there's certainly signs of life in there.
They're not doing a good job of hiding it if they are trying to be stealthy.
Exactly.
So
No. But you have a few options. Do we wait outside to see if someone else shows up? Or do we go inside and get the drop on them?
I have a feeling we're not going to be getting the drop on anyone if we go inside. Like I said, they're being very obvious about the fact that they're in there, but I'm also not seeing any people in those rooms.
I mean, we are kind of just standing right in front of the building, so I feel like they know we're here.
Not exactly subtle.
True. Want to go down through the back? Maybe see if there's any other entrances?
we could just try the diplomatic approach. No one needs to die.
There's no diplomacy here. Well,
How do
you're
we know?
right.
We haven't tried it.
If all else fails, then we truss them up and carry them back. We have those manacles.
That's true. We really don't have to do anything too crazy.
No.
Okay, you know what, Ryan? Let's try it your way. Let's go for that and see what happens.
I'm not a very good talker, so
It's
let
okay.
someone else.
Clearly, Miki is.
I'll let someone else try the diplomacy.
She cracks her knuckles, walks over to the door, and knock, knock, knock.
You wait for a moment. Another moment passes. Nobody answers the door.
I'll try the knob.
While you do that, Hush is actually going to split up from the group. She's going to look around.
Okay. You try the knob. It's locked.
They locked it!
Who'd have thought it?
She said
I
that
mean-
really loudly, by the way.
He did steal from her. It makes sense he'd lock the door.
I mean, I can get us in there if we still want to go in.
You can give it a try.
All right. Hush, roll for investigation, please, if you're taking a look around.
$17.
17. All right. Getting a thorough examination of the surrounding area, there is overgrowth. This place isn't cared for super well on the exterior. Looking through some of the windows, you do continue to see flickering lights. It looks like if somebody turned on all the lights in their home and then left forever. The interior of this place is very, very well lit. You do see a desk through one of the windows, but you don't find any other entrance into this place, just the front. You get the idea that they really only wanted one way in and one way out.
With the overgrowth, is it growing along the side of the building?
Yeah.
Are there multiple floors to this building?
One floor.
Got it. All right. Any windows?
Yes, there are a few.
And
Basically, as you case the building, you see a window that looks into what looks like an office area, and on the exact opposite side of the building, the same thing. And then there's windows in the front.
All right, so she's going to return to the group. And she's going to say, well, there's no other entrances. Windows are all locked. One big office. Everything's really well lit. Seems to me like whoever's been here wants to make sure that the only way in is through here.
Mickey's just banging on the door, going, "Hello."
Okay, he's not going to answer.
Let's break open the door.
No
Yeah.
response.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, we're breaking it.
Take a look at the door. I want to check for traps first because this seems like a very obvious way in.
Okay,
if
roll an
people are
investigation
expecting
check.
it, so. All right, let's see. Okay, that's pretty good. Investigation. Oh, that's really good. 22.
You do see a piece of a silver wire that just through the door on the other side. You can
I'm gonna
just
say, and this
see.
is why we check first while I try to reach up and disable it.
Okay. You can disable it using your thieves' tools if you'd like. As you will have to put something through the door and cut it.
Can I help her?
Using thieves' tools, is that a sleight of hand?
You would make it as a dexterity and proficiency bonus. If your sleight of hand is the same number, then go for it.
Could I help her?
Sure, you can aid. Either Quinn can roll with advantage, or Hush, you can make a separate roll. You guys
Does it
choose.
either? I'll just do it with advantage. Might make it quicker.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're up to. Well, one of those was a natural 20.
Jeez, okay.
So that would be a 26.
All right. So you reach in with your thieves' tools and kind of pull it back and pull it. And then just give it a quick twist and it separates.
Nice.
All right. Well, should be safe to go in now.
You then hear two objects striking off the walls.
But not at us, right?
No, inside the building.
Okay.
You hear it.
Got it.
I'm
It's
glad
wait,
you're
was
more
there more than
dexterous
one
than
trap?
And now, if you want to unlock the door, you can roll a check with your thieves' tools again.
Okay. Not as good. 16?
16 is enough. You push the tool in, knock two of the tumblers, knock the third one, and grab the knob, and the door opens.
Should I
Impressive.
yell again?
No yelling.
Fine.
Oh, I'm afraid to click on my other page since... Can you hide my map for a second?
Yes, sir. It's hidden.
Nobody look. Nobody look.
You
Just need
just
to
tell
make
me
sure.
when I can put it back up.
Okay. We might need just a minute, but you guys can role play while I get this set up if you want.
Clearly,
You've always been. Are you good at
we're
breaking
expecting
into
someone that's
things?
gonna try.
Have you done this before?
Just things you pick up here and there when it's useful.
I mean, I've never broken into something, so.
Maybe you never needed to.
I broke in
Oh.
If it comes up, it comes up.
Oh no, there have been times it would have been useful.
Well, nothing's stopping you from learning. Today's a beautiful day to learn.
And you are still quite young. You have plenty of time to learn these things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not exactly the nimblest. I like to hit things. I don't like to, that looked like things these hands can't do.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm fairly positive.
I mean, I suppose we could have gone the route of you just smashing down the door. That would have worked too, just would have been a bit louder.
Yeah. Best we didn't do that.
Well, I mean, I feel like with all the knocking, the door being knocked down probably wouldn't have been that much louder.
Probably not. Although, I am going to say, I am a little irritated that there's just no other way inside this building but this one. Clearly, he knows that someone's going to be on his ass about what he just did. And he's right.
I mean, it's a good place to hide out. It was smart of him. Find a place with one entrance that he can barricade and trap and keep an eye on. That's what I would do.
There were other ways of getting in, but this one was the easiest.
Okay, so you can unhide the map.
Okay.
And as you see the interior of this chamber, you find 2 round wooden tables with 4 plush chairs at each of them. 2 stoves, both of them on and lit. Flaming braziers, whatever they are. There's candles burning on the tables up here. You see steel benches with these foot manacles that are kind of strapped beneath the bottom of them. Beyond that, a large carpet and 1 very large desk with a chair behind it. Nobody is up here. And there are 2 doors off to the sides down this hall to the left and right.
This doesn't exactly strike me as a re-education camp. I feel we're missing something.
Well, this is just the front hall. I mean, we can look around and see what we see.
Got to keep up appearances.
Yeah.
I'm sure the other stuff is further in.
I'll go check. I want to look at the desk. See what's on the desk.
So Ryan's moving to the desk. The rest of you, where would you like to go in this reception hall?
I'm actually going to go check out one of the doors, see if they're unlocked.
Left or right?
We'll go left.
I'll go with Faye.
You're what? Going with Faye? Okay.
I'll go with Ryan. Help him out.
All right. And Quinn?
Could I do a general sweep for other, besides the fact that there's fires lit, other signs of someone being here recently?
Sure. All right. So we'll start there. Go ahead and roll investigation, Quinn.
Ugh, not good. 10?
10. Other than the fires being lit and the candles being lit and the stoves being on, you actually find a surprising lack of disturbance to this room. It's a little weird that all this stuff is on.
How burned down do the candles look? Do they look like they might be magical? Like, is there melted wax everywhere? Or
roll an Arcana check.
I'm not good at that. 12.
12. They don't look like they've been burning for a long time and melting into the table. In fact, as you're noticing, like, the wax is dripping, but it doesn't look like the candles are getting much smaller as it burns. It appears they're staying kind of the same size.
Okay.
Hush and Faye. You guys trying the door?
Yep.
I'm going to kind of like tap Hush on the shoulder and be like, should you do what closed door. Do you want to?
She's going to crack her knuckles and say, naturally. She's going to approach the door and see if she can see if there's anything strange about it.
All right, roll for investigation.
Oof, a 9.
9. Looks pretty clear.
Okay. I don't really want to split off from the group just yet, just in case there might be something behind this door. So do you want to go check on it afterward once everyone's done kind of scoping out this floor?
Yeah, give me a second real quick, and I'm going to kind of put my ear up to the door and just try to see if I can hear anything beyond it.
Roll perception.
That I can do. That I
Alright.
can't. That I can't do. That's a 9.
Oh no.
We
Where
are
have
not
I
doing
seen all
well
these
out
nines
guys.
before?
You hear the crackling of fire from candles and the creaking of wood as you put your ear up to the door.
So I'm just going to turn around and be like, "It sounds clear. Yeah, let's see what everyone else is doing."
All right. Ryan and Mickey, are you investigating the desk?
I want to see what's on the desk, yeah. And if there's anything, kind of books or anything, I'll have a look through them.
Sure. Go ahead and roll for investigation. Are you aiding in that, Mickey?
Yeah, I'll help him.
Thank God. Because I rolled a 2, then a natural 20.
Damn!
So 23.
23. Oh,
Mm.
you get the good dump. So you find a letter on the reception desk as a work order for, it's like an invoice for barricades for trapping insubordinate creatures onto the holding floor. It's just an invoice ordering parts for a barricade. It does state that there are proceed with caution orders, that there is a Bitagi who has gone crazy down there. And as you're kind of looking deeper through the desk, you do pull out one little gold chain that opens a little cabinet, and you slide out this smaller like notebook, and flipping through it, that's just someone's like private journal. It reveals that there's a Bitagi subject named Thad who seems to have been completely lost, his mind completely lost. This subject is very angry, and each time this subject becomes angry beyond a certain threshold, there's some sort of underlying magic that pulses from them, causing extracurricular magic things to happen. It's not safe down there anymore. And as you read the words down there, you look, and there's what looks to be a stone door that perhaps leads to a lower floor.
Oh. One of them has gone crazy. And when he gets mad, magic flies.
Cool.
I think it's cool. I think he's gone insane. At least that's what this is suggesting.
Yeah, that's not cool. But the magic thing is super cool. What's that over there?
That looks like it's the door down. They mentioned down there a lot. So my suspicions are fairly well founded. I think there's something downstairs.
We could go look.
Yeah. Let's check the rest of here just in case. There might be something interesting. But
more interesting than a trap door?
You never know.
Faye and Hush, are you going into the office?
I mean, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I think Faye's gonna want to check it out. Yeah.
Are you opening the door?
Yes.
Okay. You grab the door handle,
Mm-hmm.
slide it open.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing weird happens. You kind of brace yourself for impact for a moment,
Oh yes.
and then a sigh of relief. You see a desk with a chair behind it, smaller desk, a bookshelf. Are you guys investigating this room?
Yeah, I'll take a look at the bookshelf, see what I can see.
Hush, what are you saying?
Oh
Oh no, we've lost your sound.
Yeah, even
No,
when you're
she's muted.
unmuted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There we go. I'll take a look at the desk.
Okay, both of you roll investigation, please.
Oh.
RJ, just to check that Bitagi's name was Thad, was it?
Thad. Yep.
THAD.
12?
12.
21.
Oh jeez.
Okay. So looking through this office, Faye, you are looking over this bookshelf. It's a lot of medical documents and a lot of different like anatomical research on different races, humanoid races that could be used for reference guides. Hush. In the desk, you do find a research log for what looks like different experiments and tested methods with controls and variables for reassimilating Beitagi construction workers back into the workforce if they become insubordinate.
Faye? Come look at this. Hello?
Hello? Oh, sorry, I couldn't quite hear you for a second.
That's right. Faye, you might want to come check this out.
Yeah, I'll go look at what she's doing. I was like, all that bookshelf is just books on anatomy, which, now that I think about it, a little bit weird to have in here.
Yeah, but with some context with what I just found, it makes a lot more sense. It seems like they've been experimenting on these creatures, trying to assimilate them back into the workforce, which is just vile.
It is vile, and it makes me think we probably should have asked for a little bit more money.
Oh no, I would do this for free. I'm gonna take this back.
I was going to say Ryan's pocketed the journal.
Okay.
And
You
the
guys are
letter.
taking these documents with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, your whole group concludes your investigation and research. I'm assuming you guys get back together to discuss at some point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I'll bring everyone up to speed. I'll point out the trapdoor, and I'll say, might be something interesting down there.
Were there any dates in that journal you found?
Were there any dates in the journal I found?
Yes. They date back to a few months ago.
Okay.
It specifically goes back about the last entry that you found was about 3 months old.
3 months. Okay.
So if something was down there, it might not be anymore if they've abandoned this place.
Yeah, or it might have made its home. The trapdoor might have been shut the whole time. This looks like it's the only way in. So, we don't want to let this thing get angry, because apparently that's when things start going bad.
Miki, we're gonna need your diplomacy.
We'll see.
I think we have to go down there, and if only there was someone like big and strong who could go down first to protect poor little me.
I'm on it.
All right, fine.
Well, it sounds like
Okay.
Mickey's leading the way, so I'll just follow behind.
So, Mickey, you trying the door?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, sweet God.
Are we all about to have all of us with our negative strength modifiers try the door while Ryan just
Let's
watches?
go.
Oh no,
Look at all the colors
My
it's
map-
turning.
my map is freaking out. Okay. All right. So, you go to.
Do you want me to check it first, just in case? I mean, it is a trap door.
Nah, I got this.
All right. I'm gonna stand a little bit back.
Hmm.
Oh, Mickey, you were so young. You had so much to live for.
All right. You jiggle the door handle. It seems like it's locked, and then you twist it a little harder, and it's just kind of stuck. And you open the door. Make a Constitution check for me.
Check or saving throw.
Check.
5.
5. The musty smell of dank earth and death overwhelms you as it pours out this door and stings your nostrils. It's a smell that you've never encountered before. It causes you to retch a little bit and back up about 10 feet.
You okay there?
Maybe we shouldn't go down there.
Well, unfortunately, he's not up here, and neither's the flower.
All right, but you guys are leading the way. It smells down there. It smells really bad.
How dark is it down there? Is there light down there?
Actually, not dark. You can see light at the bottom of the stairs. Seems like there's some kind of light coming through.
Well, I guess I'll go first then.
All right.
Stay behind me. I'll keep you protected if anything bad happens.
Yep, and you know I got
As
you.
you walk down the stairs, you can see that it leads to a flat path. There's a barred door in front of you, and in front of that door, on the same side that you are, there is a spiked barricade, like a piece of rolled heavy carpet material with spikes all jagged and sticking out through it. Looks very heavy.
How big's the barricade?
It goes from wall to wall.
Yeah, how high?
It's about 5 feet high.
Pointing
Okay.
towards us or pointing towards the barred door?
Both.
Awesome.
I can barely see over this. There must have been a way they put it in, so there must be a way you can take it out. Is there any kind of weak spot in the barricade? Any point, like joining point?
Roll an investigation check.
A natural 20.
Natural
Oh my
20.
God.
23.
Nice.
There doesn't seem to be a weak spot like in the solid barricade, but as you kind of look underneath, there does seem to be like chain rivets that are attaching it to the floor on your side.
Right. I guess how wide is the room compared to the length of the room, if that makes sense?
It's about 10 feet wide.
And how
And
far
it's
is it
about-
from us to the door?
I don't want to change the map yet, but I'm thinking it's about 20 feet.
Okay.
And this thing wasn't going all the way to the ceiling, right?
No, it's about 5 feet tall.
Okay.
If someone wants to help me, there's chain links. We might be able to get rid of its connection to the floor and move it to the side.
I'll give you a hand.
Yeah. I don't know how hard it's going to be, but we can give it a try.
Hey, 4 arms are better than 2. And Fail, go up and try to do what you can to help.
All right. Both of you roll a strength or athletics check.
Here it is.
Oh boy.
That is a dirty 20.
Hey, there we go.
That is an 8 for my athletics check.
So Faye, you grab and just tug on it. It's not budging, it's not coming loose. These things are very, very secure and riveted. You're sure of it. As Ryan just rips 2 of them out of the 4 out.
Perfect.
Hey, Mickey, you're stronger than me. You want to give this a go?
Yeah, sure.
You take those 2, I'll take the other 2. And I'll do the same again.
Okay, and I'll grab it, and I will try and channel an Eldritch Blast.
You're gonna just like Eldritch Blast it at point blank range?
Yep.
Alright, roll an attack.
13.
13. Also roll a sleight of hand check.
Oh boy. I've been rolling a lot of 7s on this die. 12.
Okay. You try to make it subtle, like you're actually doing it with your strength, but there's a clear, like, bright yellow burst of energy, and the chain explodes.
She does this all the time to say she's strong. And I'll do the other 2.
Okay.
Which is a 22.
Yeah. So yes, you grab the other ones, and the barricade starts to rock. You've broken it loose, and now it just needs to be kind of slid to make space for you to get by.
I'll slide it around.
I'm gonna stand ready, like behind them as they're moving it, but kind of hand over one of the daggers as they're moving and just watching the gap that's created, just in case there's anything waiting there.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of standing ready.
All right. Cool. So I'm not going to make you roll any more checks, as with enough of you, you can easily slide this thing to create enough space for you to slip past.
Mm-hmm.
Quinn, as you're standing there at the ready, like focusing and waiting, you do notice that you can see through the iron bars now, and there looks to be some lit braziers in there, and something catches your attention as it reflects off of what looks like a bit of red liquid on the ground.
There's something not quite alive in there anymore, by the looks of it. Oh, we have a new map.
All right. So you guys got past the barricade. I'm sliding you all into this chamber. Getting past the bars and making your way into the chamber, you notice that there's a lot of cells with dead people in them, skeletons. There are some cells that look larger than the others, and there is one very freshly dead body on the ground in this room. Probably where the scent of death was coming from.
I'll go check out the body.
I'm gonna go with Faye.
Okay.
Hush is going to go ahead and check out the cells.
All right. Quinn and Ryan?
Just go to Quinn and say, what did you see when you said there was something weird?
Something weird down here. Just fresh blood. Recent. Looks like it's still wet. It's reflective.
And do I see where it is? All of the blood?
Yes, you see several like pools of blood, like kind of in a pattern that move from the center of the room around, as you can see it on this map.
Yeah. Okay.
Hush, which cell?
Sorry.
Hush, which cell would you like to look at?
One of the bigger ones.
There are specifically 3. There are 2 with bodies in it, and 1, as you can see, without a body in it.
She's going to check out the one without the body.
All right. So in order to get there, as you move past one of the smaller cells to get there, Faye and Mickey, go ahead and roll investigation for the body.
Oof, that's a.
Hey, actually rolled decent. I got a 14 on that one.
I got a 7.
Faye, you notice that there is a mop stick in the person's hands, like some kind of haphazard custodian came down here looking.
Oh, so it doesn't look like he was using it as like a makeshift weapon. It looks like it was just like doo cleaning the floor, dead.
Yep.
Damn. So he doesn't match Mickey's Marge Simpson-esque drawing.
No, it doesn't match the the description of Scotland.
Okay.
Just some random passerby. The wounds on the person are bruises, bludgeoning wounds. Looks like the person was stomped on. It's kind of brutal. Sorry, first level characters. Shit gets brutal in these campaigns.
I mean, it's about to get even more brutal. Like, I mean, he's dead, so I'm gonna search the body.
Oh, Faye, do you really
Right?
have to?
He's not gonna use it.
Oh.
You find a mop.
Mickey's just gonna kneel down and kind of like mutter to herself a little bit.
Okay. You search the body. You pull out like 4 silver pieces, and essentially a broom and a mop stick and a small brush.
I want to check if there's any signs of any kind of magical impact or anything on the ground or on the walls.
Okay, first, Hush, please make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh
Bad
boy.
feeling.
Okay, that's fine.
Oof, 11.
11. As you walk past the cell to get the cell next to the empty one, you hear this. And a spectral arm reaches from out of the cell. It kind of apparates outside the cell and grabs you and pulls you into the bars.
Oh.
Oh no.
And you are currently grappled. You also will take 1 point of necrotic damage as you can feel the arm kind of like pressing between wherever its life force comes from and pressing like into your body, disrupting the musculature within your shoulder.
That's pretty
And
terrible.
it's
Can I
just
fight it off?
holding you. You can make a strength or dex save to try to strength or dex check to try to get yourself out of it. And the rest of you notice this like tabaxi slammed up against the bars.
Run over and try and pull her free.
Okay.
I rolled a 7.
You rolled a
Ryan!
7. You can't get out. Ryan, you make your way over. You take 1 more point of necrotic damage as the arm presses its way. You can hear this howling. You can feel the breath of a long dead visitor to this plane breathing behind you into your ear. It's kind of like making you tingle in this horrible way, and it just keeps pressing into you. Ryan, you can make a strength check or dex check to try to pull her away.
Are
It'll
we
be a
all
stre-
hearing the noise or just
It'll be a
Hush?
strength check.
Really?
You're all hearing.
It's 16.
16. You grab her and kind of like push the elbow of whatever is happening here and release her and just pull her away. And then you see the creature float back into the cell and vanish.
maybe we
All right, I'm so fed up with this place already.
let's give the cells a wide berth. Can I have a look into the cell? I want to stay where I am. I don't want to get closer, but see if there's anything in there that makes it like where this could have come from.
She's gonna hold him by the armor just in case.
All right. You take a look in, roll a perception check.
A 7.
7. One thing you pick up with a 7 is that the iron bars on this cell are broken and scattered across the floor in the front. It's pretty easy to tell.
Hmm. I'm going to steer clear of this cell. I can't see anything in there, so maybe best to keep a bit of a distance.
So I'm noticing, are we noticing the trail of blood obviously leading from the body that's on the map?
Yeah, as this commotion happens next to you and you see like a spirit try to overtake Hush, you do see, I think with your combined passive perceptions, you would start to notice that there is literally large bloody footprints walking away from this creature and around.
So maybe we shouldn't split up anymore.
Agreed.
We'll always stick at least 2 to a group.
Yeah. I think something weird is going on down here, to say the least. There's a lot of weird magic.
Well, so far we have ghost arms grabbing poor Hush. We have a dead body, and we have footprints leading away from the dead body.
Yeah.
Might be a good idea to still check out the other cells to make sure that our friend here isn't in one of them.
From
You
a
don't
distance.
have to get close to them, right?
Hmm.
So I'm gonna head up more towards the top of the room to check out those ones, but I won't get too close to the bars.
So you want to stay outside of the 5-foot range?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, please.
All right, go ahead and roll for perception.
Let's see. What's my perception? 18.
18. You would literally see a deceased and rotting Betagi creature. Looks like it's in the late stages of decay. A couple of human skeletons in cells nearby. One cell you see like a woman still in clothes but as a skeleton and just looking forward, like the skeleton's jaw is just gaped open, strapped to a chair, like literally feet, hands, all just strapped down. If there is a Dr. Scotland here, he's a skeleton.
Oh, that's cryptic.
Well, it doesn't look like our friend is in any of these cells here. We should maybe keep looking.
Hmm.
I'm not quite sure we should stick around this place longer than we need to.
I agree. I feel like the blood footprints will probably lead us to where we need to go.
Yeah, they'll lead us
Seems
to where we
promising.
need to go, but probably not where we want to go.
Well, we all signed up for this.
I mean, we signed up to get a flower back.
We knew there was danger. I made sure to ask about it.
Is this... I mean, I'm not from here, or this city, I'm not sure. Is this common knowledge? Is this something that... this place supposedly helping people? I'm asking Ryan or Mickey if they know, if they've known about this.
Roll a history check, please.
15.
13.
Neither of you have ever heard of a place like this before, and you've actually walked past this place before and just never knew what it was for.
This is all new to me.
This is horrible.
Hmm.
I'm glad to know this wasn't something that was just accepted here.
I don't think it would be if people knew about it. But yeah, I didn't know
I'd
about
be
this.
surprised what people would put up with if they think it's for the greater good,
Well,
or if they believe they're helping people with it.
Unfortunately, I'm not surprised. This is very akin to the kinds of people I know. Just kinds of powerful forces I'm familiar with. This is no different.
well, I don't like this place. I don't like what it stands for, but we have a job to do, so guess.
Onward and downward.
I guess so, yeah.
All right. So in front of you, if you guys are planning on moving
Maybe
into
in
this,
Celsior? Sorry, bad joke. Never mind.
why? You do see that there is a set of iron bars that leads into a new hallway. Still lit. Iron bars broken. And as you get into that hallway, you notice that there is also a barricade in this hallway. I'm not going to make you go through too much looking around for this, but as you approach the barricade, you do notice that the rivets on it are already broken,
Mm-hmm.
and you're able to just slide it aside and make enough room. There's a set of stairs that leads down. And what are your passive perceptions? Or passive, let's go passive investigation, because that rarely gets used.
13.
13?
11.
Quinn, you said 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
You read a sign in common that says assimilation chamber. It's kind of on a ledge above where the staircase descends.
Well, this ought to be interesting. I'll point it out to the rest of them. Sounds promising.
Or terrifying. I feel like
And before
this
we
is
leave,
probably
go ahead.
probably where they got everything for all of those barricades for. You can see them here.
And before we leave, Faye will just like look at the coins in her hand and toss the pouch back on the body and just be like, "Poor bastard."
All right. So as you pity the death of this custodian and walk past, moving your way downstairs, following the bloody footprints, I think we'll take this as our intermission.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Just a couple of minutes. Should I stop screen sharing?
No, please don't.
It'll mess up our
It
whole
will mess
day.
up everything.
Oh,
I can just hide
such
it.
responsibility.
Ruin everything, RJ.
Oh yeah, I
I
know.
can just-
Terrible.
I just turned it off.
All right. So let's call 6:43. 5 minutes. Is that good with everyone?
Sounds
Sure.
good.
Yeah.
Also,
All
can
right.
you? I can't tell if it's you're hearing it on the stream too. Are you all hearing the bird screaming
Yes,
in the
we are.
background?
I heard a little
Shit.
bit of it's fine.
Okay.
I
couldn't
didn't
tell.
realize that
Provide
was your bird.
Stream, make sure
I mean,
you
I kept like
follow.
muting myself when I was hearing.
I mean, I hear it to such a point where I don't know it's like a bird in your house screaming. It just sounds like, someone's near a window when there's birds outside. Like, it doesn't sound that bad.
I
Have
didn't
you
even
done the
realize
intermission
it.
screen, Jackie?
Nope, I was just about to.
There
Doing
we
my
go.
follow pitch. Follow the stream, please. Thank you.
manual. That's all.
That says a lot. And explains a lot.
Mostly just brass dragons.
This indentured DM needs a timeout.
We're
Can
holding
you
him hostage.
please hide the
It's hidden.
hide the map? Okay. Let my computer catch up. Apparently Discord run. I'm gonna have to upgrade my internet for this, even though I already have pretty strong internet. But
I don't want to jinx it, but
Nope, don't say
I'm
nothing.
doing okay
Don't say
today.
nothing.
You're right.
Why?
I know. Because
Why?
I need to hit 3 so I can win.
okay. So hold on.
You just let me know when
No.
you're ready.
I'm ready.
What the?
Okay.
All right. So you come to this new chamber. The tiled floor is a little bit more well put together than the stone floor in the holding cells area that you were in. In this hallway, you do see a plush carpet, and again, the iron bars to this lower floor are broken. There are doors to your left and right, and a door in front of you, all of which you cannot see through. They're not iron bars; they're just doors.
We see
And
their
with your
footprints.
17 passive perception, Mickey, you can hear this low, painful grunting.
Hey Ryan. That might be where the thing is.
Well, we knew we were going to deal with this eventually.
It's just sad given the context.
Given the context, I also don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be willing to sit down and chat with us. Not if the janitor upstairs is any indication.
No, of course not. But it didn't have to be this way.
What should we do?
Just don't make it angry.
Yep. We came here to do a job. Let's get paid.
Also, we're not here for that. We're here for this other person. So,
Yeah.
if we're just a little quieter, maybe, we might be able to sneak around it without waking it up.
I don't know if you can tell, but quiet isn't my strong suit. I mean,
So don't move.
oh,
Stay
okay.
perfectly still.
Its vision
If I
is
Like
based on movement.
Drax.
They can only see they can only see movement. If I stay still, it can't see me.
Oh boy.
Also, wait, did I just assume that was it sleeping? It sounded like it's like snores. That's noises.
Make an
I just
insight
assumed
check.
that, but okay. What's my insight? 18.
18. At first you think it's snoring, but then it is accompanied by slow, heavy footsteps.
All right, my bad. I assumed it was asleep. Turns out it's not. Moving around in there.
Do the footsteps sound like they're getting louder?
No. It sounds like the creature is walking back and forth, whatever it may
Okay.
be. What would you guys like to do?
Well, we know which
Not
way it is.
get caught. Maybe we should go in the opposite direction. And if Christopher's here, then he might be hiding. We might be able to find him before that creature does first.
So what? Check the side doors before we go in there?
I think that's a good
It's worth a
idea.
look.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
be quiet about it.
All
Faye
right.
will attempt to quietly open the door next to her.
All right. You open the door. It comes open easily. You slide it open. Actually, go ahead and roll for stealth.
No.
All of us, or just Faye?
Just Faye.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Let me get right on that. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. So that's just a solid 1. I'm just throwing that out there. It's just a 1.
Oh no!
Nope. Yeah.
Ah!
Sorry.
So you open the door and you hear the old hinges. And you hear the footsteps stop.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
But looking into this chamber, you can see that there's a desk with a chair, a nice chair, and a small table. And across from the desk, there is another chair of large size, plush. Gauging from the context of this, maybe some kind of therapy room.
Therapy?
Yeah.
Or therapy.
Looks like a comfortable. Oh, geez, here we go. A comfortable setting for 2 people to sit and talk.
If there's wild magic afoot, I don't want to be caught in an enclosed space with this thing. Just gonna say that.
I think I kind of ruined that for us. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, you're better off opening a door quickly if you want to do it quietly. When you do it slowly, the hinges have more time to creak. You just get it over with.
This is a learning experience for everyone. What should we do now?
I don't know.
We're already here. Let's go.
Just charge in?
Close the door.
All right. Who is opening the main door?
I guess I'll open the main door.
Oh, hard pass on that one.
All right.
I'm going to stand next to the door, like around the corner, out
Like
of
here?
sight. Yeah.
Oh no.
Ooh,
Everything
we're getting
is.
fancy
I
lighting
cast
happening.
light.
And the rug has disappeared
Dancing
underneath the
lights.
wall.
Oh my god, we get a flying carpet at level 1?
Sure.
No.
You open the door, and as you swing it open, you see a large chamber with several beds
What is that?
lined up
Oh, that's
on the
okay.
different sides. There's a strange desk at the back of it. This sprawl of strange tools and documents scattered about, and you see standing and looking over the desk, waiting for something to come. There looks to be a person by the description with the dark brown bushy hair that Marge Simpson's backwards. And as he looks, no!
We're not
This
here
is
to
a
fight.
private study chamber. It's time to go. Now. Leave.
We just want to talk.
Hi.
So-
Yes. No. Talking. Turn around and go.
Do you have a flower by chance?
No.
Also, it's not exactly private when all of your lights are on. Just so you know.
This is also quite the study chamber you have.
I mean, we'll leave if you give us the flower. We're just looking for that. That's it.
What she said.
Roll for persuasion.
14.
I don't know if you've noticed, Miss. The end of the world is coming. I need this. I need this to have protection. Thad! Get them out of here! And you see the Betagi, which now, as you're recognizing, turns around. Half of its ribcage is exposed. Its jaw is drooping off to one side, and it looks like it's not alive, but
Oh,
animated.
that's pleasant.
Oh, wonderful.
We aren't
And it
leaving without the
begins-
flower.
You all are in this chamber.
Faye, give me those. Faye, give me the.
Yoink.
I'll take those.
I just hold open my bag and let him take the manacles right out of it.
And I, as this Betagi, undead Betagi, starts to rush toward you. I'm going to need you all to roll initiative.
Oh, no.
Hey, first combat.
Oh, what a start.
Let's go.
Excellent.
Okay.
That's either really good or really bad. I can't tell.
Oh,
17, baby.
no.
17.
oh no.
Not bad, not bad, not bad.
Shit.
All right, 1 sec.
For having an initiative bonus
Uh,
0? Yeah, I'll take a 17.
Oh no. I'm
Sorry,
gonna
my
have to get
things
used to
are
having
loading.
a character that might go first a lot, and that's gonna suck. I'm not used to that.
Sorry, just a moment. My D&D Beyond seems to want to load for a while, so...
It's okay.
No worries.
I just get to contemplate what I just rolled.
Rogue.
I'll tweet about this.
All right. Why don't you all give me your initiatives?
17 from me.
Okay.
0.
What?
I mean,
Yeah.
no dex bonus, and so you roll a 1 and you get that -1. Oh, God.
I rolled a natural 1. I have a
Oh
fat
no.
0.
Checks out.
Rip.
Quinn?
22.
Jesus.
Damn it. I don't want to
16.
go first.
Get up there, close. Delay
Vicky?
your turn, man.
15.
Right. So... I roll historically bad initiative for my enemies.
I am.
I'm
I'm
still going to go before Ryan.
Yeah. I'm just going to say, throughout every single thing, every single game I've ever played, my initiative rolls have always been straight trash. No matter what, they're always bad. Rarely double digits.
I mean, listen.
Honestly, like, I love that, though. I love going later because then I have more time to figure out what the hell I'm going to do.
Not only that, but like as a fighter, that's good, man. All the enemies can move, and you can position yourself to screw them over next round.
It really works with my cleric, because basically all of my time is spent healing people instead of doing anything fun.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, healing is fun.
All right. Speaking of not having time to prepare your action, Quinn, you're up.
All right, no, I got this. But I have a question for you on a rules mechanic.
Uh-huh.
So, sneak attack wise, if they don't know I'm there, I get sneak attack? Right? Is that how that works? If I'm hidden
If you have
from
advantage on the roll. So if you're hidden, if there's
Okay.
an ally within range, flanking, or something else that might give you advantage.
them? Okay. Is it considered hidden if I appear behind him?
I'll ask you to roll for stealth or deception.
Okay. So I'm going to bonus action phase step behind him.
Behind who?
First opportunity I get, the big guy. So I want to be kind of, I can't, I'm trying to click on my screen. It's not doing anything.
Why this not work?
Yeah, why isn't this working? Because he was facing us, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm going to go around the other side of him, kind of where the desk is. I guess that's a desk. Like that
right here?
corner. Yeah.
All right. So what does your face step look like?
So you see her, she looks like she's gonna like about to like dart forward, like she moves like she's about to run, and then her foot just twists to the side and she just turns and disappears.
That's
And
so
then
badass.
behind him, there'll be like a little bit of like, for those who can see it, like it gets wavy behind, like kind of like when there's like heat coming off of like asphalt or something. Like there's just a bit of a glitch behind. And then she's just there.
Cool.
Whoa. All right. So roll for stealth or deception, your choice.
Okay. Definitely stealth, because I'm not charismatic.
You're more charismatic.
That was a
than me.
natural 19 for a 27.
Jesus.
All right. Unexpectedly, this creature sees you and starts to charge towards you, and then you just shift and disappear, and it goes and stops in its tracks for a moment. You reappear behind it. You have advantage on your attack.
Sweet. All right. So I'm going to try to take a slash at it with my rapier. And I have advantage and also elven accuracy, so we're going to roll 3. All right. One of those was an 18 for a lot. Where is it? 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And let me figure out damage dice. I don't know how to rogue, guys. Sneak attack is...
Beautiful data there.
Oh, I do 1 extra d6. Okay. That's that. 14 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
Damn.
Good start.
Wow.
All right, so you just take your rapier and just shove it through the back of this creature. As you withdraw it, there's like this splattering of this like dark, almost coagulated blood that's still in a sludge liquid form that sprays out.
Fun.
My descriptions become too gross. Let me know, okay?
Just don't make the sound, please.
Please
What's
make
that?
the sound.
Squelching noises.
Squelch, squelch, squelch.
Oh, jeez.
Anything else to do? Trin?
Nope, that's my turn. I will just hang out there.
All right. And the creature kind of like looks back. Faye, you're up.
I'm up. Okay. So, what Faye's going to do is grab that cracked pearl, hold it in her hand, and she's going to gesture at us at right in front of the creature, and she's going to yell out, "The Deep One's blessings upon you!" And you see a giant ethereal tentacle pop up out of the floor right in front of it.
Oh boy, I was not ready. Okay. I should
Yeah.
have been ready for that. Hold on.
You should have expected to.
That is
Tentacles at some point, yeah.
Oh,
That's on you, RJ.
Yes, I will be summoning tentacles frequently.
yes, I will get a really cool tentacle token soon. But for now,
Tentacle
you're
token.
going to get a random one.
No worries. Listen, if you had a tentacle token lined up,
Ooh.
I would have a lot of questions.
What did RJ find?
It said snake, but it's just the face of a snake. So
You were looking.
I thought that might be cool, but
That would have been cool.
we're gonna go with here. This is good enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a water tentacle. So if you want to throw that on there, that's totally fine.
Is it a medium-sized thing?
It is 10 feet long. So, but it is also ethereal. So it's not solid.
All right, and where do you want to put it?
Oh wait, it doesn't actually say that it's ethereal. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna put it right in front of that bad boy, like smack dab in the middle of the carpet.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Hold on.
No
Yeah,
worries.
definitely have to upgrade internet.
Wow, it doesn't actually say it's ethereal. I wonder if
It
it's
says spectral. That's about as much as you can.
spectral. Yeah. Okay,
Close enough.
close enough. I just don't think it actually blocks movement.
It is just
Okay,
a mini
so
spiritual weapon.
You
It's great.
summon, and you see out of the carpet, like this pool of water begins to form and roil, and then a tentacle grows from it. You hear this voice. Does anyone speak deep speech?
Nope.
Nope.
I don't
Nah.
know.
You just hear this as the tentacle arises.
Totally normal, y'all. So then, as part of that bonus action, the tentacle's going to coil back and go to slam right down on that bad boy.
Okay.
which, with a 13.
13 does not hit.
Okay. That's all right.
The Batagi with one hand kind of catches the tentacle and wrestles with it for a moment. It kind of slithers around, I should say.
That's all right, because that was my bonus action. As my regular action, I the pearl will glow kind of a dark blue, and I'll cast out my Eldritch Blast, invoking the name of the Fathomless, and it looks like a giant jet of water, and inside the water you can see like ethereal tentacles that kind of coil up and punch into the creature. At least they attempt to.
All right, roll for an attack.
Hey, dirty 20.
All right, that'll hit.
Nice. And so we will look at a whopping 6 points of force damage.
Damn, okay. And it punches into the creature. Anything else with your turn? You still have movement left.
I would like to take a 5-foot step the heck back.
Whoop. There you go.
Thank you. And
All right. Hush, you're up.
All right. She's going to bend forward, raise two short swords in her hands, and she is going to use her feline agility to sprint toward the Batagi.
All right. You rush up towards the Batagi. And
she's going to attack. Aw, 9.
9 does not hit. As you rush towards it and you go to like feign and strike, the Batagi just moves slightly as you strike, like right under its arm as it's swinging around.
That's okay. Swing and a miss, and she's going to keep going right over to Christopher. And she's going to use her bonus action to attack again.
You're going to attack Christopher?
Yes, sir.
All right. You leap up onto the chair and kind of like set your position as you're standing on both of the armrests of the chair, and you can try to strike Christopher.
I'm so sad that was almost a natural 20. It's an 8.
8? Oh, he has a low AC, but you
Not
missed.
Not that low!
Nope.
Kind of dodges out of the way. You can see this faint like shift in his energy, like this dark green, almost like this echo of himself as he backs away from your hit. Anything else with your turn?
She's just going to give him a cocky smile and say, I'm not missing next time.
There you go. There you go.
He looks afraid. What
He
are you
should be.
doing? All right. Mickey, you're up.
Oh boy, okay. I am going to look over at Ryan. I'm going to look over at the Batagi. And I'm going to hold on to my necklace. I'm going to clutch at my necklace and I'm going to say, if you can hear me, please help. And I will cast Guiding Bolt at the Batagi.
Sick.
Big money, big money.
Alright, come on, baby.
Go ahead and roll.
That's cocked. Natural 18 for a total of 24.
Nice.
Nice.
24 does hit, yes.
Oh, baby. Oh, that was good. 14 points of radiant damage.
Woo!
Beautiful.
Nice hit.
Edge. What else would you like to do? Don't worry, I'll describe in a moment.
I'm just gonna go, whoa, that worked.
Good stuff,
And-
good stuff.
I will also take a step back.
Warlock buddies.
All right.
And that
That
is
it?
my turn.
Okay. You clutch the necklace, and as you do, it kind of like forces the muscles in your arm to reach forward, and this streak of radiant light comes pouring out of your hand. And it illuminates the Batagi right before detonating. And you see, like, the other side of its rib cage get blown open, and kind of like immediately cauterized, like so it doesn't look so terrible. This thing is in real bad shape,
Shaking. I don't know if you can see.
but it is also illuminated, so the next strike has advantage.
Mhm.
And next, it is his turn. As such, he is going to rage.
Oh,
Of course.
okay, sure.
I would like to rage.
And wielding, I didn't describe this before, but it is wielding a hammer.
Oh,
It
good.
is going to reach back at the one who stabbed him. And Quinn. Sorry, give me one moment here. Roll a thing.
It is hammer time.
Squish.
I need everybody to roll a
Oh shit.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, no.
Oh, my
Oh,
favorite.
No.
It's the one thing I'm good at.
I like how everyone groans and you're like, yeah, I got this.
That's good.
I got this.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I got a +2 to my con saving throw, so that's a 14 for me.
I got a 21. I rolled
12.
a natural 19.
Yeah, I also rolled a natural 19 for a 24.
16 for me.
All right, so 14 succeeds, 12 succeeds. What else was there?
Oh, thank goodness.
21. Higher than that.
Yeah, I was a
everybody
20.
was higher
I was a
than that.
24.
Yeah,
yeah.
20s. In the 20s, yeah.
Oh, too bad. So sad.
All right. So you see these undead arms kind of appear around all of you and go to smash into you, and each of you like kind of withstand the blast of them as they punch into you, and you're able to turn at the right moment, and each of you escape with no damage. But you do see some of the Betagi's wounds close.
Ooh.
Oh.
And
Not good.
now he is going to take an attack against Quinn.
Mhm.
Oh, shit. It's a natural 20.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Go ahead. Go
Why
ahead.
did you say that? Someone in here said that they were like attracting crits, like nothing. Oh, a Spay.
Yeah, that was me.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. It's fine. It's fine.
We barely got to be best friends.
I got a whole
Nice
lot
to
of
be
hit
gentle.
points, guys. I'm lying.
You take 14 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay, I'm down.
as it just turns around and drives this hammer up into your chest. It knocks the wind out of you and knocks you unconscious.
Knocks the life out of her, not the wind.
Oh,
Good lord.
no.
Cool. Cool.
That didn't overcome her constitution, so she still has saves. But so sorry, natural 20 on the first attack.
That's fine. Don't apologize.
Whoever's
That's
drawing that, make sure you draw that part too.
Yep.
By the time they finish
Wait a
drawing it, I'm
minute.
gonna have a new character, guys.
I hope you've been
And
working on a backup
In
character.
that moment, as it
No.
looks back at the doctor, it goes, "Good job, Thad. Get the rest of them." And the Batagi start to charge toward Ryan. Next up, it is the doctor's turn. He is going to look at the very terrifying cat in front of him.
Grr.
It's going to try to hit you with a thing. Go ahead and roll a strength saving throw.
Oh, man. 4.
Hey guys, this is
Four.
why you don't dump strength.
Um,
Whoops.
as he raises his hand. Another green, like echoing energy, kind of pushes as a pulse towards you, shoves you back 5 feet away from him. Oh no! Come on, dude. All right. You don't take any damage, but you're shoved 5 feet away from him, and he's going to then cast a spell against you. Why don't you roll? Nope, I'm going to roll to hit. It's 2 good rolls. 22.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, they're not actually this powerful. It's just really good roll.
RJ, it's the first
Sure.
thing I wanted, dude.
Yeah, he just wanted to kill everyone on stream. That's what he was planning.
TPK.
Yes.
We're fine.
You take 8 points of lightning damage as a bolt of lightning streaks out toward you.
I'm down.
And you're
down? That's right. The hands.
The hand hit me earlier.
I can't heal all of you.
Oh,
all right.
Like to thank everyone.
And he is going to start to flee into this corner, hoping that he can get away somehow, as the 2 rogues are now down. Ryan, it's your turn.
Well, I guess this big dude looks somewhat hurt.
Yeah, but the wound's closed.
Yeah, he's come to me, so I guess I'll give him a good old whacking with my pike. I have advantage, so that's. Oh, I rolled a natural 20.
Yeah, Ryan.
It's double dice, yeah, double the dice roll.
Mess him
Yes.
up.
Okay, so I rolled a 7, so that's 14, so 18 points of damage.
Oh,
How do you want to do it?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I watch the 2 people go down. I see the hole that guiding bolt slammed through him. I'm just going to go straight through there and then go up when he's finished.
Nice. You shove it up. You shove the pike up through the wounds that were created, and actually get a little leverage and force the Betagi over, and just it crashes onto the ground. You pull your pike out, and that one is down.
And then, how far away am I from the guy? I'm 7, aren't I?
1 sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, actually, sure, you can get into range.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, I could Misty Step there, but I could also just run. I have the manacles. I'm assuming it's an action to put them on him and to grapple him.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
What I shall do instead is I shall use Compelled Duel on him. And I'll say, you aren't leaving here till you come through me.
Oh, man. All right, so what's the save on Compelled
It's
Duel?
a wisdom save.
All right, wisdom save. That will be 11.
That fails. So he's drawn to me. He has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than me, and must make a wisdom save every time he tries to move 30 feet. And it'll break if anyone else attacks him.
Oh, sick. All right, so it looks
And I'll
like
say, he's on me, you get the other 2.
You're right. We should fight.
Yeah.
That's what he says. Anything else with your turn?
That's all. That's all I'm
That
doing.
consumed your action surge, yes?
No, it was an action, and Compelled Duel is a bonus action.
Oh shit, that's really, really strong. Good for you. All right. Top of the round. Quinn, roll a death saving throw, please.
Okay, sure.
Come on.
That's a 6.
All right. That's one failed death save.
Yep.
Okay.
It's
Faye.
fine, guys. It's
Faye, you're up.
Okay. You said the Batagi's down, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then Faye is going to, as a bonus. No, I shouldn't move my. You know what? As a bonus action, I'm going to move my tentacle to behind our doctor friend over there.
Behind Dr. Scotland.
Yep. Don't know if that'll count for advantage, but we'll see. And then I'm going to, hopefully you'll allow it, move next to Quinn as Faye's like, no, my new friend! Run over and attempt to pour her healing potion, administer the healing potion to Quinn. Can I do that?
That's going to roll an investigation check, and then that will take your action, yes.
Yes, okay. Hopefully I roll investigation good and I don't like pour it up your nose or something.
It
12?
burns.
12 is enough
Okay.
to search through her bag, and you pull out a familiar red potion. And
Oh, I was going to use mine.
oh, you're using your potion.
Yeah.
Well, you used your bonus action to move tentacle, so it will consume your action to pour the potion down. Okay, so that's 10
yeah,
points of healing to you, Quinn.
Oh,
Cool,
are you
I'm
doing max
fully
healing instead of
back up.
2d4 plus 2?
Yes, we're going to do max healing for potions.
Good to know. Good to know. Good to know.
Gee, I wonder why we're doing max healing.
It also gives me license to sell you half potions from weird vendors.
That
Yeah,
is true.
fair. That's fair.
She's just gonna like cough a little bit of it up because it went down a little bit the wrong pipe.
Before that happens,
Uh-oh.
as you go unconscious and go dark, visions of combat start to pour into your mind. And for a moment, you're not really sure where you are. Your consciousness feels like it's there in a place where you have been before. The sounds of battle rage around you and the screaming of monsters. And you see one person in particular in a black cloak bearing a row of flowers around their neck, rushes up to you and kind of like throws in this sequence, kind of throws a water skin at your face, like drenches you in water, and then you wake up and kind of cough at the potion a little bit, and you're back in the chamber.
All right, yeah, that's move action bonus, and Faye's just gonna be sitting there looking all like, like looking around. Did I do it right?
Nice. Hush. Roll a death save, please.
Alrighty.
I'm sorry, I couldn't get to you. Hush, you were 5 feet.
No,
far.
you're fine. You're fine.
What you got?
You rolled a d12.
Yeah, I misclicked on that one.
Okay.
18. That's the highest roll I've had all day.
18. You begin to stabilize. Mickey, you're up.
Okay, I'm just going to look at the Batagi and say, okay, that was good. One more thing. And I will use Healing Light as a bonus action on Hush. And I will heal her
Okay.
for 1d6.
Is that a range of 60?
Yes.
Okay. That's strong.
It's only
Wow.
one.
Yeah.
It's only one, but you're up.
All right.
Woo!
So you get pulsed by this blast and then struck by lightning, and your whole body tenses up and you fall unconscious, just darkness. And then you just feel this warm, radiant light, and you can kind of see it behind your eyelids. You open your eyes, feeling real hurt, and you're back in the chamber.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sore. My fur's just all like fried and frizzy. Her whiskers have little lights at the end from fire.
from the electric blast. It's a rough day.
I love that. Okay. Mickey, what else are you doing with your turn?
I'm going to hold an Eldritch Blast at Dr. Scotland in case he tries to run away.
Okay. So you ready your action.
Yep, and that's it.
All right. Next up is the Bitagi's turn as it returns from undeath. And
No!
I'm just joking.
Oh my god!
You can't do that to us.
Not in a level 1 fight.
Listen,
Next-
we are all in different rooms. You came so close to death, buddy. Dang.
All right. You compelled the doctor to duel with you. So it's going to reach out with a spell. Let's go with... It can't even shove you. Let's go with... Oh, stop taking so much time. Shocking Grasp. All right, we're going to roll an attack.
Mhm.
That will be a 8 to hit.
That does not hit me.
As it... The lightning kind of... Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on one sec. You have advantage on the attack roll if the target is wearing armor made of metal.
Fair point.
Just a moment. Oh, no, it's lower. Goes to strike you with the lightning, and you kind of like shove your pike into the ground and ground the lightning instead of letting it get to your flesh. And it has to make a wisdom saving throw to try to move out of your range.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a natural 2 again. Stays right there, and it's your turn.
Right. I was going to say, could I try and grab his hand when he does Shocking Grasp instead?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to grab the manacles from my bag that I got from Faye and slap one on one of his hands.
Okay.
And then try and grab the other hand.
Roll a contested check for your strength.
Okay.
But he's going to use Dex.
That's fine. I got a 17.
Jeez. Oh, roll again. That's a tie.
Was it a tie?
What?
That was a 16.
Okay, that one you win. As he reaches out to try to shock you, you slap the manacle over his wrist.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to try to do the other one as a bonus action, I'll allow that.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. Try and grab the other two.
All right. This time you get to roll with advantage.
Okay. So that's a 17.
17. Roll it again.
Do I still have advantage?
Yes. It's just a reroll because it was a tie.
Yeah. That's a dirty 20.
All right, that one you win. And you slap the other manacle on the other wrist. No!
You're mine now. Where's the flower?
Roll intimidation check.
Can I use my strength for this one?
Yes.
Given I
I was
just...
going to say. If you roll intimidation,
Did
you
you
can
roll
use
a
your
fucking
strength.
one?
Did you get
I rolled in that one!
All right.
You're not getting that flower from me, buddy. I'm
All right,
getting out of here one way or another.
I don't think you're moving, mate.
You know what? Faye's gonna wander over to him and just kind of be like, "Listen, buddy, we took down your big guy over there, your Batagi, and listen, we want what's best for you. You hurt two of our friends very badly, so it would be in your best interest to not piss us off and give us the flower. And I am going to cast Charm Person."
That's a charisma save?
Nope, that is a wisdom saving throw, unfortunately.
Okay. And I'm going to take us out of initiative because you guys have clearly won. So,
Well, she's doing
Wis-
that.
wisdom?
Yes, DC 14.
Okay, we got a 15.
Boo.
But I will still let you roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion check? Okay. That I'm actually halfway decent at, shockingly. Okay, we'll go with a 15.
15?
Yeah.
Suppose there's too much violence in this room today. There's gonna be a lot more. Mark my words, there's gonna be a lot more. I don't know who you are, but it's just too many of you.
I mean, you brought the violence on us. We just wanted to talk.
I'm assuming she sent you.
We'll be coming with us. These manacles aren't going, I'm afraid.
With paralyzed wrists, you can see them kind of like pulsing and shaking a little bit. Understands that he can't do anything.
We didn't wanna fight. Just wanted to talk. You wanted to fight. Look where you've ended up. So, where's the flower?
It's in the desk.
Mickey?
Hush is gonna go look for it. Oh, for Mickey.
Yeah. Or anyone. I just know Mickey well.
Well, that was exciting.
I will walk over to Hush first, and I will hold out my hand to help her up.
She's going to extend her hand and meet her hand with her paws.
And as I grab her hand, I will use healing hands and give you another point of healing.
Are you rolling
One
ones on these
point at a
D6s?
time.
No, I just
That
only
one
get
is
one
just
point
one.
for healing hands at the moment.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's based on level.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I will.
So
Thank you,
you
Mickey.
stand up and looking over the desk within like a cabinet, you do. As you open the cabinet, this dank smell of underground kind of pours into your nostrils. It doesn't smell like a flower. It smells like dusty and old. And you see this dark, swirling green and black energy that surrounds this yellow chrysanthemum.
Ooh,
Yep, just as described.
I will take it.
All right. You pick it up. You feel this strange energy in your hand as it feels like the blood pumping through your veins. It's a little slower but stronger, like this.
Well,
That is very curious. Can Hush do an Arcana check on the flower?
Sure.
Seven.
7.
My rolls are piss poor today.
Hush knows
Yeah.
it's magic.
Yep,
What
I know
a
it's
turnaround!
magic.
What a turnaround from a week
Pretty
ago.
Real cool
flower.
flower.
All
Well,
right.
we got exactly what we came for. Unless anyone's. Hey, yeah, you. Next time, don't go stealing shit from people, huh?
Had a good reason why.
You know what? Can tell us about it when we're walking over, and maybe she'll want to hear about it too. But those
Alright.
manacles aren't coming off, my friend. You're coming with us.
Okay. So, do you guys? He goes with you willingly. So, do you guys
Yeah.
walk him down the street like this and back to Rista's flat?
I do want to, before we leave here, actually, I want to go up to Mickey. I noticed before you were able to do some ranged magic. Maybe we should take care of that one upstairs rather than leaving it here to keep suffering, the thing in the cell.
I mean, we can. I kind of used my strongest bit for now. I can try, but it's not going to be as explodey as it was before.
I mean, I
That, though-
suppose it doesn't need to be. If you can stand back, if it can't get to you, you can take your time with it.
If you want.
I just think it's not quite right to leave it here, half undead, for who knows how long.
Yeah.
You're the thing that gripped Hush in the cell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
That was real cool, though, Mickey.
What, the
When did
exploding
you learn
thing?
to do that? Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you later. How's that sound?
Sounds great to me. Yeah, that was weird. Also, I'll go to Quinn. I'll say, can you just do that, like, jumpy thing all the time?
It takes a bit of energy. I'd probably have to rest for a bit before I could manage it again, but yeah, for the most part, comes in handy.
Never met anyone else who can do that.
Oh, you're familiar with that as well. You don't look like you're of elven blood.
Watch this, and Ryan's eyes will flare, complete cyan, and he'll appear behind Quinn. Just disappear in a flash and appear behind her. Be like, I never know why I can do this, but I can.
Well, that's interesting. You're sure you're not, any part elf?
Do I look part elf?
No, that's why I'm very confused.
You're
You
as
just look
confused as
weird.
I don't want to keep saying this. Why does everyone keep calling me weird? Okay,
Or
I
you do
just
weird things
disappeared
like
and
that.
reappeared. But that's weird. I'll grant you that one.
If
The
it
rest-
bites like a weird, sounds like a weird, looks like a weird, I think you're weird.
Well,
Well, I'm not sure why you can do it if you're not of elven blood, but
yours,
I
you
wouldn't say
operated
that's
differently.
strange.
You had that heat thing.
yeah, that's sort of a weird side effect of it.
Like, mine is just, it's like mist. It's not the same. So maybe it's different. I don't know. I've never known why I can do it. I just found out I could when I was younger. It's been
Well,
pretty
maybe
useful.
you have some bit of magic in you after all.
I doubt it.
Well, that little trick says otherwise.
So you guys make your way back up to the holding floor.
Mhm.
Do you try to disperse the spirit through radiant energy?
Yeah. I'll just use Sacred Flame.
All right. Easy enough as the spirit is kind of trapped behind bars. You throw a flame in there, not really knowing what the what it's going to impact, and you see this humanoid form kind of illuminate with this bright yellow flame and burn away.
Rest in peace. You deserve it.
You too.
Oh,
Just
thank
kidding.
you.
Yeah, I'm getting the hell out of here. Let's go.
All right. You guys leave the old asylum and march down the street with Dr. Christopher Scotland in tow.
So, Dr. Christopher Scotland, you said you had a pretty good reason for taking that flower. What's your reason?
needed to summon things to protect me. There's bad news coming. There's one less star in the sky. Things are going to get bad soon. I just know it.
I mean, you're in pretty rough shape, so I'd say that your predictions were mostly correct. But you took this flower from Rista. She had the same goal in mind, so why didn't you two work together?
She doesn't have the same goal. She believes in research and trying to make things right, but things can't be made right. Not if there's astral bodies disappearing out of our sky. Need protection. Need to hole up and wait for it to pass, not try and solve the mystery, as I'm sure you also nobly agreed to.
So just to make sure I get what's going on here, you stole the flower to protect yourself and stole it from someone who is ostensibly trying to protect everyone.
How noble of you.
In vain.
Faye is going to accidentally trip him just so he falls flat on his face. And by the twisting depth. I'm so sorry about that.
By the twisting depth. Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check, please.
For what?
For
I was
For
like,
the accidental part.
I was like, she ain't trying to hide that, but sure.
Sleight of foot.
Yeah, we're gonna go with a solid 0 on that one.
Oh,
One, sorry, I don't
All
have
right.
a negative 1. A solid 0.
You know what? I'll let you roll deception for it. Maybe
Oh.
sleight of hand was to deceive them into thinking that the trip was accidental.
Okay, deception is better. That'll be a 15.
All right. With no hands to catch himself, his head bounces off the stone. Oh, why?
Just to see if you fall like a coward, too.
Oh boy.
I mean, you don't have to torture him.
It was an accident.
Okay. Let's just get him back. Pick up our pay.
I think it's causing
try.
enough of a scene us marching a man down the street in manacles.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're getting some looks. But it's a big city. A lot happens. Nobody
He's
really
into
is bothered.
he's into this stuff. Don't
But you should
question.
probably keep moving.
I'll just
Should we-
say, like, as we're walking, nothing to see here. Everything's fine.
Yeah, Mickey.
How are you? Oh, hi! How are
Should we-
you?
Should we put a cloak over
Mickey,
his head?
is that
Hi.
you?
Yeah! How are you,
From
Gerda?
school? Oh, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great!
Hush jumps right in between their conversation and just
Great.
growls.
Why is the man in... Oh. Hello.
Oh, sorry. We'll catch up later.
Why is the man in handcuffs? Oh, never mind. We'll catch up later.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. And you guys go back and arrive at Rista's flat. You can hear the gentle string sounds of a harp playing from the tavern next door. And it's accompanied by a voice.
I'm gonna start to inch towards the tavern.
Miki.
We have a
We'll
job
have
to
time.
finish
We'll have
first.
time for that in a
Fine.
sec, Mick. Come on.
All right. You approach back into the tavern, and you see Rista kind of sitting there, not looking surprised. Oh, you have made quick work of this task. Welcome, everyone. Please put Dr. Scotland in his seat, right next to mine. And she gestures to the flat next door to hers.
I'll push him in.
I know what you're thinking. Oh, yes. We'll sort this out later. First, we need to pay our friends here for their duty and service to a great city and the goals of the people. So, you've completed such a task. I will deal with Mr. Scotland myself. Would you care for some crafting materials, some gold, a little of both?
Well,
I would like some more information as to why he thought it was cool to use a Batagi that way. Since he's full of perfectly logical reasons for doing the things that he does. I'll see him afterward.
The Batagi was already dead. I just gave him new purpose in protecting me.
The dead should stay resting. You shouldn't be messing with that.
Hear, hear.
Says you.
She didn't die.
Not for
When
lack
you
of
brought
you
that-
trying.
When you brought that Batagi back, was he responsible for that man that perished under his foot?
I don't know.
Insight
Of course
check.
you
Yeah, I want to make an insight check too.
Insight check.
Okay.
Nothing better than hearing like
I will
four
let
scream that out.
we'll let two of you roll insight.
I rolled a 17.
I rolled a 9. This is the first time I've had good insight.
Mickey, he averts his gaze from you when he says that. Looks off to the wall, to nobody.
You're lying.
He shouldn't have been down there.
He was doing his job and you killed him!
I didn't kill him. It was an accident from an undead.
Yeah, an undead that you controlled.
So what are you gonna do?
I mean, we're not going to do anything. You're sitting here in manacles next to the woman you stole from. You stole from it, ran into an abandoned asylum, animated an undead that killed someone, and yet you're still going to sit here and argue that you're in the right?
The question isn't so
He
much
just
what we're going to do, it's what you are going to do.
Hangs his head for a moment. Yes, I believe we will be bringing Dr. Scotland to justice for murder, and he will probably end up in a cell. If what they're saying is true, which I'm sure it is because you are much more honest than he is, aren't you?
We pinky swore.
We did. You hear that,
Can't say.
Christopher? We pinky swore, and Mickey here has never broken a pinky promise.
Never ever.
Oh, the streak continues.
It does. Would you care for some payment for such a task?
I believe
Oh,
the
first.
agreed upon
Please,
was
my flower.
Oh,
Oh.
right. Sorry. I'll hand it to her.
It's in perfect condition. She kind of slides it into a place in her desk.
I believe the agreed upon amount was 4 materials each and 20 gold each.
Yes? Is this sufficient?
That is fine by me. I'm okay with that if everyone else wants something different, but I will take the 20 gold and the 4 materials.
That's
All right.
fine
Each
by
of
me.
them. Each of them is a tier 1 crafting material and can be used over a 4-hour period of crafting. You may
Okay.
only use one per 4-hour period, and it consumes the pouch itself. You may choose as many, up to 4, from any school of magic that you choose, applying that school to what you're trying to enchant. So let's say you're trying to create a sword that has a flame property, like a flame tongue. You would need
Mhm.
evocation materials.
Yeah.
If you want a sword that becomes invisible, you need illusion material. Am I making sense there?
Yeah, perfect sense.
Question
Um,
about the crafting system, real quick, before we choose these. The actual enchanting, do you have to have like magical ability in order to enchant it, or you need to bring it to someone who does? For those of
No,
us in
each
the party
tool
who
set
don't
in
have
Halgia,
magic.
each
Mhm.
tool set in Halgia contains
Okay.
an enchanting piece to it.
Got it.
so that anyone can work on their craft.
Which one, Tinker's Tools, is that conjuration, or is that just can it do all of them? Because part of the background.
Tinker's Tools. So the tools themselves and the schools of magic are two different things. The school of magic would apply to what kind of benefit you're trying to give to the item itself.
Okay. Well, I'm working on something conjuration based, so I'll take one of them.
Okay.
And I'll take an evocation. Actually, 2 evocations and an abjuration.
1 con, 1 evocation, and 2 abjuration.
No, 2 evocation, 1 abjuration.
Okay. Let's go to Faye.
Okay. If the end result of what I'm looking for, what school would I go for Rod of Absorption if I wanted to end up with something along those lines?
Abjuration.
Abjuration? Okay, we'll go 3 abjuration and 1 enchantment.
Okay.
I'm just going to add these into hold on.
Yeah.
You don't have to write anything in yet. I'm going to send you a detailed list of everything that you guys bought today after the session.
Perfect.
Mickey?
So I was looking at like maybe a ring of spell storing.
Okay. You would need abjuration for that as well. You'd probably need abjuration and we'll say divination, possibly.
Okay, I'll take 2 of each.
Okay. Hush.
Still thinking it over. Not entirely sure what kind of magic item I'd like. Oh.
All right. Quinn.
I think I'm going to take 1.
Hush, if it helps too, these do serve as like a type of currency too, in a way, where you don't necessarily have to have all this stuff up front to start to craft. Like you can work on it as you go and buy more components. So if you want to just take stuff up front just to mess with things, you can do that.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to go 2 enchantment, 2 necromancy.
2 enchantment, 2 necromancy?
Mm-hmm.
An emo rogue,
right.
Who would have thought it?
Any idea, Hush?
No. Can I get back to you?
Yeah. All right, so you'll get back to me on that stuff. I will send you a description of or actually, I can probably just pull up what is what for components. You guys can't see the screen I'm working on, right?
No, we just see the Riley map.
No.
Yeah, just see the Riley map.
Also, are these to craft
All right,
magic
so-
items that already exist, or to kind of like make our own?
Either way.
Okay.
All right, so Ryan, the conjuration magic bag is awakened coal. The
Okay.
evocation, you would know you get 2 bags of awakened cinnamon, and for abjuration, a little twine tuft of awakened wheatgrass. I'll send you all this
Okay.
stuff too. You don't have to
Okay.
worry about it.
I'll
The abjuration is the little bands of wheatgrass. The enchantment is chamomile. Mickey, you had abjuration. Divination is awakened peyote mushrooms.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yep.
And the necromancy is a powdered clotted blood.
Nice.
Who'd have thought it?
All right. So, if you wish to discuss maybe taking this a step further, we can. I am rather tired. If you want to come back and visit me and enjoy your evenings, I'd be happy to talk tomorrow after I sort out our esteemed doctor and what to do with him.
Well, this was a lucrative and ended up being quite a noble task, so I'm interested.
I like
Excellent.
getting paid. More than I'm getting paid at the moment. Plus, I can experiment, which I've always wanted to do.
Certainly.
With
Magical
no other
crafting
jobs
can be
lined up, might as well.
very helpful.
Oh, I have so many ideas.
Ah, an aspiring inventor. You ever consider competing in the Inventors Fair?
I don't think I'm that clever.
Maybe you should talk to my father someday. He has won it 5 times.
You know, that sounds something I could really enjoy.
And then, of course, they banned him from competing again because it was 5 consecutive times, and they said it had become unfair.
I
We
can
can't
sort
even
of
do it for
understand
fun.
that.
What was that?
He can't even do it for fun.
Oh, when they told him that, he got very angry and left Riley. So
Ah,
Compared
have you
to
seen him
that,
since?
oh, I see him sometimes. I go visit.
Are we at the flat? We're at the flat, right?
Yep.
Okay. How close is the tavern? Is it like within
It's
earshot?
attached to the tavern.
Oh, okay. I'm just like inching towards the door.
you want to go
Yes.
make
Now we can go.
We can go now.
Enjoy your evening. And as you all gather and begin to walk out the door, she follows you and just gently shuts the door as she kind of is turning her head at the same time. And you see this look of poise and grace beginning to turn to a look of anger as she's turning her head.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna get it.
Faye laughs a little bit and says, "Screw him."
He did set a big boy on us.
That's how much reward.
I'm surprised you didn't grab that hammer. You seem to like hitting things.
I like trying to keep my distance. Wasn't quite possible this time, but being further away is better. You must understand this. Today was
Makes sense not standing next to the person with the giant hammer. Yeah.
Yeah. How did that work for you?
Not well. Yeah.
Hence why I keep my distance.
I'll just run over to where the bard is playing and just kind of like stare up, like enraptured, trying to pick the song.
Okay. She is a... Obviously, you've realized that she... You've seen enough Kalishtar in your life where it seems like she's a Kalishtar based on her eyes. She wears like a shirt and these long, like brilliant, like floral patterned pants that kind of poof out at the waist and get tight towards her ankles. She strums a harp beautifully. Dark skin and 3 sets of braids that are tied back. And there is 3 braids that are tied and like curled into a bunch, sitting below 2 others that kind of come over the top, and they just hang down super long, like all the way down beyond her waist. As you stare up, enraptured by her song, as it seems foreign, and a lot of the people are liking it. I don't have music for it, but I do have lyrics, if you want to know.
Yes,
Ooh.
please.
All right. So she looks down at all of you and notices you from the chamber, gives a slight wink, and then begins to unleash her song. And to some of you, it feels really good and hits a little bit closer to your heart than you probably thought when you asked her to get the fuck out while you guys were talking. As she sings, "Give a mum to your aging mother, a rainy rose to your smitten lover. For them plant a garden with herbs in tight rows, and a canvas of tillage for seeds they might sow, that under 8 brilliant stars their legend may grow. Award a copper compass to the rambling lost, may its wordless whims guide them home, by its arrows working toss. For minds wrought with apathy, give an interposing melody, a lyric they may truly trust. Come you daunted, come dance with us. Dance upon that heavy, silent dust. For those ever drowning, struggling for breath, those of the garden's sweet perfume bereft, make wings of water, make feathered boots for gifts, that in each moment exists the choice to soar or drift ashore. And if that choice becomes unneeded, shall they move through currents unimpeded. For a forlorn, wayward mind, a blade abound with stems entwined, to fallen spirits its sharpened edge would call, giving cause for them to march behind. And when tasks are too great to overcome, that many hands grip her hilt as one. Give a tulip for friends of yore, upon that sand and glass-stained shore. Give your most priceless and not for gain, not with ego and not in vain. Give a mum to your ageless mother, and a rainy rose to your loyal lover. And we're going to leave it at that tonight.
Holy shit.
Excellent lyrics.
Can you send me
Beautiful.
those?
Holy cow. Yes,
Really
can you
nice.
send those across, please?
Please send those over.
Or that in general, please.
Damn.
That's very
Sure.
nice.
Also, you guys get to level up to 2.
Yay!
Very
You wanna
well
do that?
earned after I didn't anticipate almost killing 2 of the party in the first combat.
It's
Okay.
fine.
Oh.
RJ, I'm pretty sure this has happened. Every one of my characters has gone down in the first combat, so it's fine.
It's just you. I don't know. It's just
Yeah, it's
natural
me.
20 came out. I had that
Nat
thought
20.
before the session started too. I'm like, I hope I don't do something completely terrible to Micah's character because that always seems to happen at low level.
Like
And
It's fine.
What was the
I'm
max
fine.
hit the guy could have done with a nat 20?
more.
Like-
Wow.
I was going to say, because
I was gonna say,
it could have been
killed me
like a
outright. I only
straight
had 10
death.
hit points. So if he did what 14, so if he did 20,
14.
it would have outright killed me.
Like that's the thing, RJ. Like you set the tone. That was the first attack roll enemies made against us, and it was a nat 20. That set the tone for the rest of this.
Oof, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
So
I'm
sorry.
I just want to say I rolled a 9 for my HP. So
Okay. Yeah, you
Oh, are
guys
we all
know how to
rolling?
roll HP.
Oh yeah, we're rolling.
I-
So it's with advantage reroll ones.
oh, it's with
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I don't just automatically go to 2 after roulette?
That's fine. I still.
No. Do you need to know how to do it, D&D Beyond?
I actually do.
Neat.
So why don't you do this? Roll 2d8. Kira, if one of them is a 1, re-roll it.
Gotcha.
Ooh, I got an 8.
Oh,
Same.
lucky.
I have 20 whole hit points. I just doubled my hit points.
Same.
That would have been helpful a few minutes ago.
Right?
Yep.
It always is. It always is. Every time I level up.
warlocks are D8. Okay, let me.
Well, I'm at a solid 25 now. So
Nice.
That's so good.
So maybe some Raging Vitagis won't kill you.
You'll just add more.
Okay. I rolled a 5. I'll take it.
5 is
I
fine.
rolled a 5.
You rolled it with advantage, right?
Above
Yeah.
average, so you're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Above average on a D8. Plus, I got +2 for the con modifier. That's fine.
Mhm.
I'll take a +7 HP.
A 5
So
is
how do I add
actually
it in?
average. You'll have to go into the home screen in your character editor and go down in where it says
It's over in
uh,
class, I think, to manage
no,
HP.
I think it's before the class, like the tab before race and
Oh,
class.
to enable rolled?
And
Yeah,
you
you
would
have to-
change it
yeah.
from fixed to rolled HP.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then you just enter the total that you rolled, and it automatically adds your Constitution points to it.
Perfect.
Mine is really not wanting to add. It sometimes does this where it just doesn't want to
It
add
does,
the
it's-
like
a little
mine's doing
glitchy.
that right now.
doesn't want to add the number to my rolled HP. It's like comes up saying, "Oh, I have 25," and then I go to my character sheet. It's like you have 16 hit points.
How do I change it from fixed to rolled?
Let me pull it
In
up.
the home, so it's in home. You
Mhm.
can see hit point type. If you go down, and you can choose manual instead of fixed.
Gotcha. I see it.
We're so strong now, guys. Nothing bad can
Yeah.
happen to us now.
Now it'll take
Level
2
2.
hits before we
Now
all.
we're
Level 2.
invincible.
Level 2.
Wow.
Let's. All of the nat 20s in combat was also hilarious.
For you, maybe.
God.
There was
Get
one for
another
Ryan, one for
spell
me.
slot. Get
Mhm.
another spell slot.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Oh, that's so helpful for warlocks.
The-
Do you guys
I'm
get
so
your
glad I don't
seconds?
have to deal with spells this campaign. It's so
Oh,
nice. Don't have to worry about it. I just stab things.
I get 2 invocations. Oh, here we go.
My next level's when the real fun's going to begin, though, when we all start getting our like subclasses.
subclass.
Yes.
Our proper
I can't
subclass
wait for
stuff.
level 3.
I cannot wait.
It's going to be interesting.
Oh yeah.
All right. Jackie, are you ready to stop it?
I am. Just want to say, follow the stream. Thank you.
Follow the stream.
Or else.
And if,
Thank
yeah,
you.
or else Raging Bitagis.
Follow
Which,
the
for those
stream.
who don't know what that is, no context, which makes it more terrifying.
Yeah.
Thank you
Oh.
to all those who have watched. If you ever, find yourself rambling about the internet and decide that you've watched this stream, we do thank you dearly, and we hope you all have a great evening. Again, this has been Halgia D&D. Good night.